This is to certify that Movie Chats has been classified for live streaming.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another week on Movie Chats. I'm so glad you can join us. Steve, how was your week been, sir?
It's not been too bad, mate. Back in work today, so it's been a busy one. But yeah, it's gone quick. I think best way of describing it. How about yourself?
Yeah, it's been nice. I had the week off last week, nice and relaxed,
God,
nice and chilled, you know, and it was lovely. If you go onto my personal YouTube, I have put a video out reviewing the Warner Leisure Hotel that we were in. And
I didn't realise you were going solo.
Well, I was with Lana, wasn't I? But I haven't put it on the Movie Chats channel. That's what I meant. I put it on my own.
We have a dance video of Lana on the Movie Chats channel.
No. Oh, we have got a dance video of Lana on Movie Chats. Go and check out the shorts. Now, before we go any further, ladies and gents, we have got a special guest. He is waiting in the wings, so I'll bring him on. Good evening, Paul. How are you doing, sir?
Good evening, Steve. Good evening, Steve. Any more Steves, or is it just the two?
Just the two Steves.
It's just the two Steves.
Yeah.
So I'm Big Steve. He's Little Steve, just for the sake of making it easy.
To make a joke, my daughter's now, funny saying Little Steve, my daughter, no, I never mentioned this backstage in the green room, that because she's now watching Bluey all the time, she doesn't call me daddy anymore. She goes, all right, big fella. She calls me big fella all the time now. Yeah, so she's 5 years old, and she goes, out the way, big fella. Put the TV on, big fella. So, yeah, I'm doing that. But yeah, other than that...
You love that, don't you? You absolutely love that.
To be fair, I don't mind Bluey, because I'm like, I can relate to the dad in Bluey. I'm just like, yeah. But no, I mean, I'm supposed to be off Tuesday through Friday next week for work.
Yeah.
But my eldest is come down with tonsillitis, so I had to take... I've cancelled 2 of those leave, and I've put them on today and tomorrow, so I can do the childcare at home, so the wife can go to work, etc. Otherwise, normally I still work from home Monday through Friday, but I have to go in the office at least twice a month. But yeah, so yeah, I've been off today. I finished off the movie, and then I'm off all day tomorrow. You know what it is, when you're on your own, when you got a day off, I find so much entertainment I can do. I can catch up and stuff. But when you got a child to look after, you are bored out of your brain, because the TV has to have Bluey on, or she's watching all these YouTube life hack things, and I'm just like, oh my god.
So while you've got a day off and you're looking for entertainment, I've made you watch our homework movie. We'll talk about it in a minute. But before you came on, Steve, he did say he's not coming back on after our suggestion of watching Catwoman.
That wasn't our suggestion, let's be honest with that. That was definitely not our suggestion.
No, it wasn't our suggestion. Right, shall we move straight into... Actually, Paul, would you like to introduce yourself to our subscribers? Just to give you a little bit of a background, we jump in and out of the reselling community, so there's quite a lot of the resellers here, as well as movie fans as well. So there'll be people that I've never seen you, I've never heard from you. Would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so this basically sounds like, you know, when you go to like training, when you go to a new job, and you sit in the room, and they go, tell us your name, what you do, or how old you are, and tell us an interesting fact about you. And you go, who wants to go first? And everyone's going.
That's how my question's gone now.
So I started YouTube back in, I think, April, May 2020, when the initial lockdown began. It was pure on the fact of watching videos by like Big Paulie, Jamie, Durant Cinema and things like that in the States. And I thought, you know what, I've got a ton load of stuff. For want of a better phrase, let's show it off. That was basically it. And then So I started doing that. So with regards to my channel, it started off being, this is an Arrow video collection, this is my Blu-ray collection, this is what I've picked up. And then it kind of progressed to, I'll review this and then what I think about it. To then it's progressed to doing live streams, which I started with my friend Blu-ray Bullet Brit. I got me and Pete to do it because I wanted to do it, but I wanted to get an audience. So I know that Pete at the time had more subscribers to me. So I thought, well, I'll kind of jump on his tailspin as such and get into his slipstream to kind of get the audience figures coming in. And then as me and Pete did that, we had a guest on every week. So be it Big Paulie, be it Jamie. Then I reached out over in America and I got like Dave Durant. We had Wet Movie 1 on one time. I mean, and the thing is, I get all the people on, and some of the guests I have with them don't know who these are because it depends on who your channels you're going to be watching. And then that's it really. And then then obviously the cost of living's coming in. We moved house. So whereas I used to get new movies, Blu-rays, 4Ks each Monday pre-ordered, come in the post, do the unboxing so everybody knows what they're kind of getting.
Yeah.
Then I kind of got to a stage of, one, I don't really want to be doing this every week because it's obviously the pre-orders cost money. And secondly, when you get them, do you watch them straight away? No. And by the time you do go to watch them, they're about 20 quid cheaper from CX or on eBay or anything like that. But yeah, so I do Blu-rays, 4K collections. I'm a big up on my digital collection. I do like my iTunes as well. And that's it. And then with regards to the name Magpie Movies, it did start off as you kind of, your movie channels go through different iterations with regards to the names. So I was like, right. So I started off ages and ages and ages ago. I had a nickname which was Rolfie. So I went to Rolfie's Real Ramblings, with real as in REEL. And then that changed. And then I just thought, well, you like movies, you support Newcastle. So it's like that double thing, isn't it? M&M. So I was just at Magpie Movies. And it was Magpie Movies with Geordie Paul. And I just got rid of the Geordie Paul and just did Magpie Movies. So there you go. That's a brief introduction to me. And I live in Darlington. I'm originally from Whitley Bay on the northeast coast. Moved to Darlington to be with my wife back in 2008. So I'm a, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm a exiled Geordie living in County Durham. Yes, there you go. Oh, and I did have a season ticket, but I had to give it up because of the daughter coming along, and then every other weekend I was going back home, and I was missing out when she was younger. Now she's older and she's a pain in the arse. I wish I still had it, so then I could have that excuse to go. But yes, so there you go. That's me in a nutshell.
You can't go to see your beloved Newcastle now they're actually good.
No, how ironic is that? It's shocking. I started my season ticket when we had Sam Allardyce in charge, and I ended it the season before Steve McLaren took over.
So about 12 managers then.
Yeah. So I went through a load of managers. So I've never been in the stadium before as a season ticket holder to when the new owners have been in, and obviously now can't get a ticket for love and money, can you?
No.
And I've got people working behind the scenes trying to get us a Wembley ticket for the end of the month, but that's not going to happen.
Right. So let's jump into movies and stuff like that. What type of movies do you enjoy? What's your genre? What's your go-to?
Well, my all-time favorite movie ever is Gladiator, and that's to do with me. I have a big fascination with history. I love historical stuff, so now I have a big passion about Roman Empire and things like that. And when I was at uni, I went to see. That was back in 2000. Was it 2000? I can't remember. But yeah, and ever since then, it's just been my go-to. But like I do like biographical ones. I don't have a particular genre, but I do like sci-fi. I don't like musicals. I don't go down the musical route. That's not for me.
You find a guest just for the sake of it, or what, Steve?
No, that's it. You see, I've got to find a guest that's finally on my side over something. They usually join you over some bloody £40 collectible because it's got a business card in it or something.
Shut up.
I think, to be fair though, I mean, there are a few musicals that I do like the Beatles' Hard Day's Night, which isn't a musical, but it's got music in it and they're singing in it. I didn't mind Moulin Rouge, and there's one called Across the Universe because, again, to do the Beatles because I like the Beatles.
Yeah.
For me personally, I love Ghostbusters. Anything kind of 80s action and things like that.
Yeah.
I love all the Alien films apart from Resurrection, which is the biggest palette that's ever been invented, ever. I hate Resurrection. I feel like it should be... I prefer Batman and Robin Batman Forever to Alien Resurrection, and they are both rubbish. But I have a kind of, I wouldn't say weakness, but I do like Blumhouse kind of horrors. So not like your ghost kind of conjuring, jump out of your seats kind of ones.
Yeah.
But like Final Destinations where there's more gore. I don't mind gore. So like Blumhouse is like... I can't even think of any of the one they've done. But yeah, I mean, anything...
Blumhouse, is that the one that's for A24s? Is it A24 movies, Blumhouse?
No, A24's things, which... that's another thing. Which is better, Face Off or Con Air?
Now, this is a long...
Let him answer.
Face Off.
He's definitely my guest.
Because there's always that line out of that, which is like, I hate it? I hate letting you go, but I love watching you leave.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Hate to watch you go, but love to watch you leave. Yeah, something like that,
innit?
Yeah. But going back to genres as well, like The Shining, I adore The Shining. The Thing, I adore The Thing. Yeah, so Ghostbusters, top notch. Back to the Future, all that kind of Joker, the Batman, all that kind of stuff. Things I don't like, things like The Lighthouse, can't stand The Lighthouse. The Witch, as in like not the Korean one, the old English American one. I don't like that. Which comes under the umbrella of A24. The Green Knight, watched The Green Knight, and that was the biggest waste of 2 hours I had in my life. But yeah, I mean, I like me big blockbusters. Not so much about indie, what I would call arty-farty. That's my kind of go-to, which is why I don't really own too many Arrows or hardly any Criterion. But I do like me Dawn of the Dead, George Romero, before he got rubbish. John Carpenter stuff, Halloween, love all the Halloween franchise, things like that.
Yeah.
So there you go. Next question. No, I'm joking.
Right, I'll save the questions for later. That's why I've asked you to get a pen and paper. Really.
Oh, right, okay.
Let's jump into homework, shall we?
No.
Right, homework. This week's homework, we're going to be reviewing the
critically acclaimed,
opinion splitting Catwoman. Now, it's either shit or very shit. That's the opinion. Right? And I know some people enjoy it. Now, I was in your group early on this week, yesterday and Monday. So thank you for inviting me on that one, Paul. And somebody referred to this as better than Green Lantern. Now, I disagree with that. Let's get your views on Catwoman, Paul, because yes, you are right. I made you sit there and watch this film so you could come on the show and give us an opinion. So come on, what have you got?
Well, we'll go back with the back at history is the fact that I really do like comic book movies. One of my all-time favorite comic book movies is something about the generation now are getting into it that I haven't heard of, which is Darkman. I absolutely love Darkman. But with Catwoman, when you were sitting down watching it, the only thing that I'm highlighted of, which albeit is positive, and I'm like, Halle Berry looks quite good in that. As physically, you're like, aye. Yeah. But I mean, the script wasn't very good. There's a lot of corny dialogue in it. The CGI isn't the best.
It's terrible.
It tries to be a bit Resident Evil kind of techno music at the beginning when she's running away through the pipes before she gets flushed out. And there's no what's what I'm looking for? You don't know if it's set in Gotham. There's no mention of Gotham in there whatsoever. Although it is obviously technically classed as an origin story, but even when the police are investigating Catwoman, they don't mention, oh, we've got another vigilante, the Dark Knight going around, or the Joker. They don't mention anything like that. And it's the storyline is based around a cosmetic product, which makes your face go really hard. Which I don't get the reason of them manufacturing it. What it's supposed to achieve? What, just make everybody invincible and they don't feel pain? How is that an evil, cunning plan? Like Sharon Stone isn't very good in it, although she clearly went to the same hairdresser as Halle Berry to get her hair cut short. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just even. I don't know. I was watching it and I'm just like, I'm glad that I've never seen this film before because it's just.
Oh, it's an experience for you then.
Not very good.
Even movie chats.
The wardrobe for her as Catwoman, because they've done Michelle Pfeiffer in '92. They've got to rebuild it up, etc. Do kind of a different vision. But the hat, the helmet, the hat, it looked like she was one of the Coneheads because it kept going, didn't it? It's like it's all the way like up here, and I just no.
That was to get that silly fringe in that she had cut in. Now, it's interesting that you mentioned the helmet though, because when you see the CGI Catwoman, it's not as big.
Right.
Now, you've got 3/4 of the film of a CGI Halle Berry, regardless of what she's doing. So it's CGI, and then you see her bouncing around a little bit. Even the fight scenes are cut in a way where she's not actually next to the person she's fighting with.
No, like when she pushes Sharon Stone down the stairs, and she's jumping down the stairs, you can tell it's CGI. It's just not fluid enough. You know,
Sharon Stone's rolling down the stairs herself, and she's got a CGI thing bounce. So, yeah, it's just awful. I don't know how people can enjoy that film, seeing even when she's just walking through the jewelers at the beginning. You know, when she first gets her powers and she doesn't know, it's a CGI Halle Berry. It's not even her, you know, and she's not doing anything strenuous. It's just, you know, how to get the hips wobble a little bit better. I know we'll CGI it in. We can make the model do whatever we want to do then.
Yeah, I mean, there's the bit obviously when she's done by the cat. God, she's dead, and you're dying, lying there dying, and you've got a cat with fish breath going, and that's what brings you to life. And then there's that, and then you can hear her going, I can hear this and I can hear that, but it never kind of elaborates that she can hear very well. And then she goes to the house of Sharon Stone and her husband, and Sharon Stone creeps up behind her. I'm like, I thought you had super sensitive hearing. How did you not know that? You know,
she didn't hear the golf club swing either, did she?
No, it didn't make any. I don't know, but yeah, it wasn't. It's a film that I would probably give a 3 out of 10 to 3.5 maximum.
You're being bloody generous, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't like giving films rubbish scores, and that to me is a rubbish score. I mean, you know.
I think you got a Rotten Tomato, didn't it?
She won a Razzies, didn't she?
A Razzie, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. But I can't even remember who the guy who directed it, other stuff he directed. But I mean, even when she knew that, she must have known when she was making it that because obviously would have had Batman, and obviously this was, I'm guessing, the first kind of like, we'll do an origin story. You know, we've done Batman '89, we've done Batman '92. You know, we'll do a Catwoman movie. And it was just nothing. No mention of Gotham, no mention of Batman, no mention of any kind of villains. It was almost like they just went, we're going to take Catman, we're going to take all the rights for Catwoman, so we take all the rights for it, and we'll just put it into anywhere we like. About a face cosmetic or something. It made no sense. The plot was crap. But she was all right though. I didn't mind her in it. It just, it wasn't that good as a script or anything.
I don't know what's happened in our chat here because I've missed 1 week and now you're all talking musicals. You are aware that musicals are banned on this channel. We're not talking musicals. So, yeah, thank you. I just answered that before little Steve does. No, I'm glad it's off the wheel now. It's been looming around, hasn't it, since we started the wheel? And I'm glad it's off there now. Like I say, Halle Berry is really nice to look at, but there's just no substance to the film. There's the script was
nothing,
awful.
mate. It is absolutely shocking.
Even the history behind Catwomen all the way through, like from the Egyptians upwards, that was a bit wishy-washy, wasn't it? It was all to the point of just so she can push her off the balconies to see if she can land on her
feet.
briefly and stuff. And it was just like, yeah, what was the whole 5 minutes of that scene beforehand for? You might as well have just pushed her over a couch or something.
Yeah, I mean, why was the cat even stalking her though? Why was she so special that the cat was stalking her?
Because the cat knew she was going to die.
All right, okay.
That's what she said, wasn't it? Midnight knew that she was going to die, and that's why she tested her.
Yeah.
But when she climbed out onto the balcony bit, onto the ledge, and then it's yeah, you're the one I'm going to bring back with me fishy breath.
Yeah, and then the police officer's like, looks like a suicide jumper. I'll go and save you, but then I'll ask you out for a date.
Yeah,
even ethical? Should he be doing that?
Yeah, I know you're a psycho bitch for jumping off on the ledge in the first place, but come on, let's go Starbucks.
Exactly. Didn't get that at all.
I don't know. So the question is, would you recommend it to somebody else?
No. Well, if somebody hasn't seen Catwoman, I would say, yeah, no, I still say no.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that's short-lived. Then it's a no. Okay,
it's not even one that would age well, is it? It's not one you're like, oh well, it's been this amount of time. It's a cult classic. It is absolutely shocking.
And
I do prefer Green Lantern better than that, really.
I don't think Green Lantern's not that bad. I mean, I know it gets a lot of piss taken out of it, but it's a lot better than that.
Yeah.
I've recently watched the extended edition of Green Lantern, and it's so much more better than the theoretical one because they haven't took bits out, and it does explain a little bit more, and it does put a little bit more context into how learning how to be a lantern for start off. Don't forget, humans don't even know that these things exist. Yeah. You know, we're the only things in the universe until all of a sudden he's beamed up by a magical ring and, you know, you're in the big wider universe. So it explains all of that a lot better.
Even the Green Hornet is better than Catwoman.
Now you're pushing it.
I don't mind the Green Hornet. I don't mind that at all.
Right. Shall we do the homework wheel, Steve? Actually, do you know what we can do? We need to do the giveaway wheel, don't we?
Can do.
2 weeks ago, I said that I've got a load of Blu-rays and stuff that I can't take CX. They're not worth anything. They're not worth trading in anywhere. So we were going to do a movie chats giveaway. So anyone that commented that we're UK based will get entered into the giveaway. So let's do the giveaway. Share screen. Here we go.
It's just loads of copies of that Jason Statham one to do with cards, whatever it's called.
It's just loads of copies of Catwoman. Okay, so here's the homework movie. Is it on?
It is now.
It is now, yeah.
Come on, why is it not sharing?
That's the homework movie.
There we go.
See?
No way.
See? You've done me a kick with yellow, haven't you? One of my all-time favourite movies. No. You've got to watch Catwoman.
You can come back next week. There we go. Give them.
You'll be lucky.
Right.
Just to show you what a decent review is.
Not many people. Yeah, not many people commented on the show a couple of weeks ago. However,
because of your movie choices.
So if you are selected, then please get in contact with us and we'll get that posted out to you. So here we go. Oh, bloody would be, wouldn't it?
Isn't it?
There we go. Right. So we want to stop. So there we go. So the homework movie for next week is The Thing. And Cherry, let me know if you just want me to keep hold of the box and we'll bring it to Chester, or we can get it sent out to you. It's entirely up to you. But it's on its way over. Yeah. Well, Kathy can put it underneath the mobility scooter, can't she? So there you go. Right. So we've got The Thing. So yes, Paul, you are right. We have sold you a bit of a kipper there. But hey, not all of us, Chris. Not all of us can come up with a prize that somebody else is actually going to post out on your behalf. You know, it's
what films are in it, Steve?
I don't know.
Don't spoil it.
I just want to make sure Cherry doesn't want to just accidentally move house so she doesn't get them.
The box stuff ready to go. What have I done here now? I've pressed something again. I hate this slap.
Well, still, yes, we haven't lost us this time.
No, we haven't. It's just him and his internet, I reckon.
No, I know. No, it's the laptop. I hover over something, to press something, and this bloody page pops up across the top of the laptop, and it's just like, what's that? And Google News or something. Right. So, can I ask you two now to turn your chat off, please?
I'm going on anyway, so I can't say anything.
Oh, what the fuck is this?
This is why I've asked you for a pen and paper, Steve.
I've got a pen and paper,
okay.
Thank you.
So, now, we normally do quizzes on this channel, and it's usually me versus Steve, and we have a special guest host on who does the quiz, Lainey. Now, since I get bored of beating Steve all the time, I thought I'd quiz Steve against you.
Okay.
Really?
Is it about musicals?
Yes, it is. It's all musicals. No, it'll be about Halo, Starship Troopers,
and aliens. So Paul will be quite well next. Right, it's not really. It's a mixture of everything. Okay, so this is one of the quizzes that I picked up while we were away last week. Okay,
this is where it come from. He doesn't do things this sporadic usually.
Okay, right. So are you ready? Question 1. How many James Bond films did Sean Connery star as 007?
Oh, Jesus.
I should know this.
No Tonks, no Sharon.
Now, just to confirm, are we talking about the unofficial one as well?
Oh, I don't think we can say. Well, he doesn't know that, does he? He doesn't say including the unofficial one, so I'd probably say no.
No.
Okay, right. I'm gonna go with. Right. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one then.
Okay. See, the chat is saying 7. I've got 6.
See, I've got 7 as well.
Oh, I put 5. Oh, well, I'm pretty shit at this.
All right. We'll be lucky if we get a point out of this, mate.
So are they including the remake of Thunderball?
I don't know. So let's find out.
What does it say on your quiz thing? 6?
There's 6. How many Bond films? Well,
I'll tell you, because I've got the... Here we go. Dr. No, From Russia With Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's... Then Diamonds Are Forever. So it's 6.
Yeah.
It's 6. But 7 if you include...
Yeah.
Never Say Never
So
Again.
the answer is 6. Okay. Next question. For what movie did Steven Spielberg win his first Oscar for Best Director?
Right, go on. I've got one. I'm probably going to get this wrong.
Yeah, I probably have as well. Right, I've got E.T.
I put Schindler's List.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's it. It's Schindler's List.
Schindler's
Is it
List.
Schindler's List?
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course it is, yeah.
That's it. I go home now. I won. Thanks.
That's basically it, mate, yeah. Should have known that.
Okay, next question. With which Life of Brian song did Monty Python cast reach number 3 in the UK charts in 1991?
Okay.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Yeah? You ready?
Yeah.
Paul?
Always look at the bright side of life.
That's right, yeah.
Yay!
So Steve's got one. Finally, he's off the mark.
Out of 3. Yes, thank you.
Well, how many did you put for the Bond? Did you put 7 for the Bond one, did you?
No, it's 6. I put 7, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because, you know, obviously I was including the extra one.
Yeah, okay. That the one that Steve knew all about.
Complete guess, mate.
Which here's one for you, Paul. Which member of the Beatles narrated the first series of Thomas the Tank Engine on TV?
Everybody knows that.
Well, you say that now. I probably got this well wrong.
Yeah,
I've got it.
Paul?
Right. So, do you want his real name or do you want his Beatles name?
Beatles
Just
name.
his Beatles name. Let's
Oh,
not confuse Steve.
Ringo Starr.
Yeah, I've got Ringo.
There we go.
That was me trying to show off. Just clearly didn't work. Sorry.
Okay. Which Mary Poppins is the nanny to which family?
Oh, Jesus.
Say that again, sorry.
Mary
Poppins is the name of the family
Mary
name.
Poppins is the nanny to which family? So what's the family name?
Okay. Got that one.
No.
It's a musical.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also a Tom Hanks film.
Correct.
Yeah, there's a couple of right answers in the chat there. Well done, Lindsay and Alvin. Well done, Peter. Well done, Sharon. The answer's Banks.
I got that. I wrote Banks, just so you know.
Yeah. Thought you'd get that one, Paul. Okay, next question.
Just a musical?
What 1994 crime film revitalized John Travolta's career?
Oh, God.
Got it.
Got it.
Okay.
Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
go on.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah. Well done. Okay. Here we go. So the line, well, nobody's perfect, is the final line and punchline from what classic 1959 comedy starring Marilyn Monroe?
Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's one or two. I'm just having a guess.
It's probably the wrong one, but I'll give it a go.
Okay, go on. What have you got?
Some Like It Hot.
Yeah, I put the same.
Yeah. Okay, well done, gents. Okay, TV question for you now. Let's see what your TV knowledge is like. How many contestants are on each team in University Challenge?
Oh, bloody hell.
Okay, I've got a number. Probably the wrong number.
Have you answered, Steve?
Yeah, 10.
Oh, no. No, Cherry's got it. Kathy's got it. Pete's got it.
5? No?
Tonks has got it. 4.
Oh.
Yeah. I just keep missing that program. That's what it is.
another classic TV show question for you now. In which year was Coronation Street first broadcasted?
Oh shit. That's a pure guess, but I'm going to go with that.
I'll put down 64.
69.
No, 1960.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm glad you've gone for all the decent questions there, Steve.
I have, yeah, you're right.
What with the movie that we had to watch this week and this, he's going to be blown away, mate. He's going to be fighting people to stay away from the show.
Next question. Question 10. What finally makes the Trotters millionaires and only fools and horses?
God.
I've never watched Only Fools and Horses.
What?
I've watched a few of them. I never found them funny, so I don't know the answer to that one. I'm
never found them funny.
Apologies. I hold my hand up. It's just not. I just know.
Right, do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
It's a Submariner watch. Is it the lesser watch?
It's the pocket watch, isn't it?
Yeah. Pocket watch.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that
brings the score 6-5 to Paul.
I think that's the end of it, Paul, but it isn't. They brought out another 3 episodes after that.
Yeah. Here's one for you. What's the name of the dog in The Simpsons?
Oh, okay.
Bloody hell. What's it called? Oh. I got it.
Okay. Paul?
Santa's Little Helper.
That is Little Helper. With the rescue from the Greyhound track when they lost all the money, wasn't it?
That's the one.
How have you not watched Only Fools and Horses, like, ever? You don't need to have you have a TV on, you'd spot it.
No. Don't get me wrong. I do know of it. I have watched it when I was younger because it was there in the background. My parents and grandparents watched it. But for my generation, because I know a lot of people who are like my age, because I'm like 44, who liked it when they were younger. See, for me, it was more Blackadder at that time, and not Only Fools and Horses. I try to think in my head, is it because it's a southern thing and I'm more northern? But no, I don't think it's that.
No, is it L?
No, I don't think it's that. No, I don't know what. I like Dad's Army.
PTRs growing up, so you only had 4 channels to choose from.
Anyway, next question. Pat Sharp presented which TV show? Which children's TV show?
We should all get that, Julie.
Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. That's the one. Okay. 8-7. How many sequels are there to the original Jaws?
Sequels, yeah. Okay, so it's not all inclusive.
No, sequels.
Yeah.
You got one?
Yeah. 3.
Yeah.
3. Do we really class Jaws the Revenge as a Jaws film? Oh.
Yeah.
Jaws 36 or whatever it is from Back to the Future.
It says Jaws. So, yeah, The Revenge. What does Tom Hanks compare life to in Forrest Gump?
Box of chocolates.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah. We both got that. Okay, so it's 10-9 to Paul, and we're on our final question.
Oh, God.
What is the name of Batman's butler? Now, give me his first name and surname, please.
What?
First name and surname.
Okay. I've got the first name.
Cherry's got it. So you must have got this, Steve. Cherry's got it. Yeah, Paul?
Alfred Pennyworth.
That's the one.
Of course it is.
11-9. to Paul. I scored 13 out of those 15 questions. The two that I got wrong was Coronation Street. I put 1964 for Coronation Street. And the other one was the University Challenge. I put 5 instead of 4 for that.
Because I just thought one in the middle is the captain and the 2 on the side. That's what I was thinking.
2 on either side. That's what I thought it was.
Well done.
Do I lose points because I haven't seen only Fools and Horses properly, though?
So, right. So, are we going to have to get you to watch Only Fools and Horses and come back and tell us what you think of the 10 series or whatever?
The end of the year.
I've got time for that. Jesus Christ. You're looking up for manage Last of Us in a week, never mind anything else.
I haven't seen any of The Last of Us. I've never played the computer game, so I don't know anything about it. So I'm waiting for the series to finish, and then I'll just binge watch the thing in a day. That's my plan for The Last of Us. However, I did start watching the reboot of Battlestar Galactica again this week. Right, should we move on to pickups of the week, Steve? Have you got many pickups?
A few.
A few. Okay. Paul, have a think about if you've picked anything up this week. Right. So I'll go first. Okay. So I've not had many pickups because I've not been around, but I have picked up a couple of little bits. I've picked up a G1 Grimlock.
Yeah, where's that from?
Oh, cool. Vinted. I also picked up a G1 Sludge. I've got a Titans Return Scourge.
Okay.
And I picked up a Titans Return Motormaster.
Right. Okay, fair enough.
Carrying on with the Transformers theme, I've been to Game again and I picked up Retgar for a tenner.
Very nice.
So he's to be
placed. 35, that's good.
Yeah, that's to replace the little one down here that I've got that I wasn't happy with. So he's going.
Fair enough.
I did pick up a couple of Blu-rays while we've been away. We picked up Battlestar Galactica Blood and Chrome.
What's that?
That's the prequel episode for the reboot of Battlestar Galactica. So that's about William Adama, Commander Adama, when he's just a Viper pilot, and the Cylons are testing with making human-looking Cylons. So that's quite good. Beowulf and Grendel. Now, I do like Beowulf. Okay. I do like the story of Beowulf, but I've never seen that one. And Sanctum. I picked up Sanctum.
Okay.
3D, that bird. It's a great 3D picture, that one.
Yeah. I quite like Sanctum. That's another one that sort of splits opinions, doesn't it? And the best pickup for me, obviously, while I've been away, are these. These little bad boys. They are brilliant.
Like I said, you are biased in every way, shape, or form.
How am I biased?
When giving a review of the headphones, when it's got Transformers on it.
Me green Skull Candy ones or JBLs or whatever, J Labs. They're ripping the top of my ear here.
Oh,
so I had to get some buds. Now we were in Game and we come across these and I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy these, and the sound of them are absolutely amazing. But yeah,
again, I am not going to trust your review of a set of headphones based on the fact that it's got Transformers on the front.
They're awesome. They do everything that they need to do, and the Transformers. You can't get better than that.
We'll start and find out in a few months when you're crying as they fell apart.
Paul, have you got anything to show off, mate?
I haven't got anything this week. I normally do like a video of things that I pick up or whatever, but I haven't done one because with the kids being ill and everything. So what I do from my perspective here is, because I said to you earlier about not getting thing every week, I go through everything here and go, right, go to CX, get a voucher, wait till something comes out, and I use that voucher, and that kind of funding yourself as such. So I picked up 2 Cine Asia ones because I'm a big fan of their war ones, like the 800, which I think is superb. So I picked up the Battle of Lake Changjing, and then I think it's like sister or brother of it. So they both match. Well, not match, but they're the same kind of thing. Yeah. And then I even picked that up. So.
Okay, yeah. What do you reckon to it?
It was better than I actually thought it was going to be, because I have this thing, and all the lads that I know from kind of my kind of YouTube community all know that I always say that although he's probably one of the highest paid actors around, that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has never been in a good film. The only one before this one that I really enjoyed, I thought, you know what, I really like that, was Jungle Cruise, with him being.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was quite a nice surprise, that, to be fair.
But
and I think Jack Whitehall got the part in that based on the fact that he got screwed out of Frozen.
Did he?
Yeah, he was one of the.
He was one of the like.
Oh, he's one of the. That's the magic.
Yeah, but he did a load of filming on it. He did a load of voiceover, and then they literally cut it completely, so he was a mute character, I think.
Yeah, but why bring Jack Whitehall into a film and then give him an American accent and then say to him, right, you're either an American and British, and then you swap halfway through. Yeah. They did it with Clifford the Big Red Dog, didn't they? They brought him in to Clifford the Big Red Dog and then told him, right, you've got to be American. When the founders, I have no idea what was going on with that.
Actually, I have got another pickup. Hang on. Just remembered. But I'll be honest, I don't want to talk about it. But I am going to talk about it.
Is it Newcastle's greatest wins this season?
It's just like Fight Club. We can't talk about it.
We don't talk about it. Ah, yes. Yes, I feel your pain.
Now, I have a backstory with this. This is from Amazon Italy.
Oh, it's
because
nice.
When it was on pre-order, it was €23.
Yeah.
So I thought, so I pre-ordered it. So it arrived and I opened it. I was like, now, I don't know if you do or don't know, but it had 2 designs, didn't it? It had this one and it had like the orangey one.
Yes.
I ordered the orangey one, but this is the one that arrived. So I contacted Amazon Italy via the little translator thing that you've got to have. And within a couple of hours, they got back to me and went, really sorry. You can keep it, do what you want with it, and we'll refund you. So I got it for free. And considering the movie itself, I'm not too fussed about having this for free because it's shockingly bad.
Yeah.
So why did you get it then? Had you seen it before?
Yeah, I went to the cinema to see it. Yeah. Oh, with all the Halloweens, I had to go to the cinema the day they came out to see them, and I came out and watched. Obviously, with the build up to it, there was a lot of bad press and bad reviews for people who have seen it, and I thought, no, you do that.
They're wrong. They're all
make
wrong.
Your own decisions. And I came out, and true story, I did a vlog. Oh, no, I didn't. I normally do a vlog when I got to the cinema, but I didn't. And me and my mate go, and I got back, and the wife was here. The kids were in bed. I went to the cinema, so she put the kids to bed, and her friend was here. She came in and went, "Do you like the film?" Then I was like, "No, not at all." I actually said to her, "I'm so angry about that film." She went, "Really?" And I started telling her. She's like, "I'm not interested. Really don't care. Why don't you go and do a YouTube review about it?" And I went, "Right." So I went straight away. So within half an hour to an hour of seeing the film, I did this review, and oh God, it's just such a letdown.
Do you know what? The one movie that made me sort of react in that way, the same as it watching this, would probably be something like Iron Man 3 with the switcheroo at the end. The bit with the Mandarin, and it's like, that is so bad, because the movie up until that point was great, you know. And then this same sort of thing. I mean, I've got the same. I've got it for my collection. I've got all the Halloweens, but realistically, it's the worst one out of a lot of them because it's not what I expected going into the movie.
I do prefer this to Resurrection.
Okay.
But I think it's more because it's newer and it looks better and you got better visuals.
Yeah.
But why? Why do we have Corey? Why?
No, this is what. No, what were they thinking? Literally, was this going to be another franchise of somebody else? Do you reckon, or what?
I don't really, because weren't they supposed to be filming the first one and we're doing 2 and 3 back to back, weren't they?
Mm.
As far as I remember. Because then if you watch the extended version of Kills, which got a lot of hate as well, but I enjoyed that the more I watched it.
I enjoyed that, yeah.
Especially the fluorescent tube scene at the beginning. I love that. But you get to the end and the extended bit is going, I'm coming for you, Michael. And she comes out, you can see her walking out the hospital and she's got the knife in hand and she's like, right, I'm going to get Michael. And then you fast forward, it's been 4 years and everyone's living peacefully.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Nothing's happened in the last 4 years.
Or whatever. I can't remember how many years it was. But I'm just like, what are you doing? Why have you got Corey in it? And how does this personification of evil in the shape of a man, he is, he's an unstoppable power. But poor Corey can kick the shit out of him, take his mask.
Yeah.
You can tell it's still raw. It's still fresh. Yeah.
But the thing is that I would love to sort of watch it with sort of commentary on and try and get some sort of idea as to what the bloody logic was.
Yeah.
And see
I'm just going to interrupt the Halloween chat here. I haven't seen Halloween, but if I was to watch it after listening to all of that, I would want to watch it with the special commentary on because I'm intrigued to get the idea of what they were trying to film and what was actually watching. I'm just going to jump in with Shaba and Kathy on this. It's called the Physical 100, and I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago that I started to watch it. It's the 100 strongest people in Korea, and
that's on Netflix.
That's what I'm saying.
They go through like Squid Game type of game. So the first game is that they're hanging off like pipes and stuff like that. And then each week the games get more brutal and physical and they dwindle it down. And then the winner wins something like 300,000, whatever money is in Korea. It is really, really good. Try not to watch it on with the Korean on it though. But if you want comedy, put the English dubbing on it because it's brilliant with the English dubbing on. It's because it's like normal people. It's not scripted. They've just picked like 4 people out of like random people that can speak English, and they just do all the voices for everyone. It's absolutely brilliant. It's good fun. But yeah,
that's the one thing I never do with foreign films. I never put the dubbed on. I always watch it with subtitles.
I can't watch the subtitle because I pay too much attention to the subtitles. I miss what's going on up on the screen. Yeah. I'm focused on reading it and not actually watching it. So I put the dub on. But 5 minutes in, you forget it's dubbed.
There was one of them I watched. What was it recently? I think it was probably Squid Games or something else. And I had to take them off. I was just like, I can't watch it. Might have been All Quiet Along the Western Front. I can't remember. It was either a Korean or a foreign one. No, It wasn't. It was the Burning Sea. The trilogy of The Wave and then The Quake and the Burning Sea. It was that one because it was obviously Norwegian. And I was just like, no, I've got to have it like how it's meant to be as such. And that's why I put it on.
No, I don't spit me dummy out about talking about Borderlands. I spit me dummy out because I can't talk about Alice in Borderlands yet because it's been at the second season's been out now for 2 months.
Look,
and
as I said,
around to watching it.
As I said last week, you are self-proclaimed the first person to have ever watched Alice in Borderlands on Netflix before it was even a thing.
No, I said I watched it before it became good because it had only become.
He's an early adopter. That's the way I put it.
Yeah, there was people went back to watch it after Squid Games, but they forget Alice in Borderlands was out before Squid Games.
Have you seen any of these?
I've seen Squid Game. I haven't seen Alice in Borderland.
It's really, really good. If you like Squid Games, it's really good.
It's Dark is one I want to get onto. The German one. Because everybody builds that up. The same with the what's that one with the Pablo Picasso mask?
Oh, Money Heist.
Yeah, that one. I want to get into that one as well.
Oh, that's amazing. And I tell you what, the thing with that program that I really enjoyed is they actually knew how to finish a series. Because honestly, it's probably one of the best. Probably one of the best finishes I've seen to a series. Because it just doesn't leave you with any unanswered questions at all. It's not like the rest of them where they go, right, well, we've done 5 seasons, but we've got no idea how to end it. So it was a dream sequence. You know what I mean? It's just that sort of stuff. It's just ridiculous. But they actually put the effort in, and over a space of about a series, you could tell it was sort of going towards an ending. It was really good.
With new TV series, they have to, like newer ones, that have to really grab me, and I have to do it within the first couple of episodes, because it took me 3 attempts to get into Game of Thrones, and once I properly got into it, I loved it. But it took me ages to get into it, because I was thinking it's just going to be political. It's all about taking the crown and all that, and I was just like, I don't really want to get into that kind of stuff. But then I got into it and I loved it. So for me, I'm very much like, it took me ages to get into The Boys, but then I blitzed The Boys.
That's brilliant. The Boys.
I love The Boys.
It's just getting darker and darker, isn't it?
I absolutely. Have we all seen The Boys?
Yeah.
Okay, it's the 3rd series. When that guy, it's just Mother's Milk when they go to the party, and he just punks everywhere, and he's just there going. I was just like that creased me up. That absolutely creased me up. Yeah. So he's like, because everyone's got superhuman powers, so there's more whatever. That was just that made me laugh. It was so good. But yeah,
no, I loved The Boys, but I was the same. I didn't join Game of Thrones until about season 3, so I had to binge watch seasons 1 and 2.
I agree. Season 3 is when I because the first 2 was I felt like a chore. You didn't really. It took till the 3rd season everything to the places to kind of fit where they need to go, and then you get it, and it kind of took off from there. Which is why now, because I know the history of it, I thoroughly enjoyed House of Dragon.
Yeah, I think they could have aged the 2 younger girls. I don't think they needed to do the actor swap halfway through the season, because it just appeared, didn't it? 1 week they were young, the next week they've aged 10 years. The king that's been on his deathbed right from the off is still there, and it's just like, they could have done a better way of doing that. I can't wait for season 2 for that to come. Come on.
Yeah, you're right. With House of Dragon, it was like, I was watching it going, right, so who's who again? Because you've aged them.
Yeah.
So which one? Obviously, you know the main characters, but you don't know. Oh, so that's your son now, right? Okay, then you kind of have to think about who's who. But going back to what I mentioned earlier on, The Last of Us, just because I watched the first episode and I hadn't played the game in ages, so I went back and I played the full game before the second episode. I watched that one, and now I'm kind of fresh in my mind of the game. I know what bits they've changed and how they've added stuff for like a more different narrative, and I like what they're doing with it, and I just think it's probably one of the best video game adaptations so far. Obviously, I don't know how it's going to end. Well, I do know how it's going to end, but I mean, don't know how they're going to make it end. I loved
the first. I haven't had time to play the second game yet. I've had it since it got day release, but the first game I played it pretty much non-stop. It was amazing.
It is the best unnecessary scene you'll ever have in a TV series.
Is that the one where he comes out of the guy's penis? No, he's stuck in it and he gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yes.
He sneezes and blows him up. It's just fucking brilliant. It's awesome. But no, I've never played the Last of Us games, and I'm banned from talking about the other computer game TV series. I'm not allowed to talk about it on our channel. Halo. He won't let me talk about Halo.
I've never played it. No, actually, no. I might have played Halo a long time ago. It was on the Xbox, like the original Xbox. But the TV show, I think, now I could be crucified here, but it got panned. That was really, 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 really bad. So I've never kind of. I know it's on Paramount Plus, so in theory I could watch it there if I wanted to. But no. But then again, I can't really comment because I like all the Resident Evil films, even the new ones.
Yeah, I enjoyed the Resident Evil films.
The thing with Halo is that you've got the game series over here with the game story, yeah, and then you've got the extended lore over here. And then what they did is that they've mashed them both together to come up with a story out of them both. But then you're not John, you're watching John. So you're watching Master Chief. So when they take the helmet off, everyone's having a dicky fit that you see in Master Chief's face, but you're seeing Master Chief. You're not Master Chief, you're
What have you done?
You know, shut it, dickhead. You know, it is one of those things. You've got to understand that you're watching the TV series. It's like the Last of Us. If you weren't playing the little girl or playing the man, you're watching it unfold in front of you. So things are going to change, aren't they? Steve, just because you didn't know what year Coronation Street was broadcasted in, don't get upset.
Neither did I, to be fair. Now, if you told me what your Bike of Wolf came out, I'll be all over it.
I'm not buying. Let's be honest. The guy had the bloody answers in front of him. I am not buying that you got 13 out of 15 on that without even trying. No, I'm not buying that.
I got 13 out of 15. The only two that I got wrong was the University Challenge question.
I'm looking at it the other way and going, you had the answers with you, and you still managed to get 2 wrong.
I didn't get 2 wrong. I knew there was only 6 James Bond films. I didn't even know there was an unofficial one because I'm not a James Bond guru.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know the year.
Nice one, Cherry.
I did think it was 1964. I said that before. I got that wrong. Talking unnecessary films, scenes in TV. The cherry flavor. No,
I haven't seen this. I've one of the YouTubers that's there's a guy on Instagram that does some movies and stuff, and he's had this for sale for a while. Brand new cherry flavor. I've never seen it.
I haven't even heard of it.
No, I did look it up when I saw it. Yeah, that's true.
You didn't tell me I had VAR in this. Like, does that mean that my answers are now not right because I was offside?
No. See, I don't know why we're bringing football sort of acronyms into this because you're a Newcastle fan, so you're probably going to win the league. Steve's going to get relegated for.
Sorry, guys. We've had some technical issues today. Steve's been on and off the stream.
Financial bias.
Sorry, he keeps popping in and out. It's his signal. Anyway, as we were saying.
It's all right. Don't worry about it.
I'll add myself. Thanks very much.
See, what'll happen is I don't mind because I'm still here. Like Newcastle United.
Right, so
defeated.
We can't talk about football because we'll lose everyone.
I'll just say, I can talk about football. It's not my channel. If you want to, we can talk.
See, I told you before the start of the show, it was only going to drop into mayhem later on. He's just noticed I've changed his name, by the way, about 20 minutes ago.
You should change right to Big Fella. Oh, Big Fella?
Big Fella, yeah. So, have you watched anything decent this week, then?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Decent. Well, it took me 3 days to get through fucking Catwoman. I'm trying to think, what have I been watching? I've started going off tangent as such. Mafia came out of the PlayStation 4 as a new game, so I've never played that before. As a free game on PlayStation Monthly, whatever. So I've installed that. I started watching 28 Days Later, the first one again. Ages since I've seen that. So I start watching that, and it sounds such like a, how can I put this? Not pretentious. I don't know, but because you get used to watching 4K, that sounds really Big-headed.
Oh, look at you go now. Well, only 4K for me.
It's not very good, the picture quality. I didn't notice it. You don't notice it because obviously when it was like shot on 8 what it was. And I didn't realise either that the lassie who's in it is... Because you don't, until you get into films or anything, the lassie who's in it is the lassie who plays... I can't have lost... It's Moneypenny out the news, James Bond, which I forgot. But anything else I've watched? I'm trying to watch that The Witch, the Korean one, part 1. And I rewatched Dawn of the Dead, the remake. Zack Snyder's one, which I really, really enjoy.
I've got the Lord of the Rings series this weekend to watch. I haven't seen any of the Power Ring stuff, and I'm hoping to have Battlestar Galactica finished this weekend as well. And then I can start on The Last of Us. I'm watching The Bad Batch on Disney, and I'm not finding the second season enjoyable. You know,
I'm not
one
about
about
the animated ones.
I'm not finding the season enjoyable. I think they're struggling because they've lost the lore of the renegade troopers now, haven't they? Everybody knows what happens to Rex and Cody and whatever else, and that last season of Clone Wars was just absolutely brilliant. We could have just left Bad Batch as one season and just got it done, in my opinion. Are they all still talking football?
It's a mixture, but yeah, basically, Shabba is trying to get his 50p's worth.
So, if you're City, I hate always getting this wrong. So, who are you then, Steve?
Everton.
Yeah, exactly. And it just the guy's got all the money in the world, and they don't buy anybody decent.
Well then, okay. So, the jury's out on Anthony Gordon because I've only seen him play for 20 minutes.
Right, he's a winger that's not very quick and doesn't go past people. You're happy? I would have drove him to Newcastle.
We've got one of them. It's called Jacob Murphy.
You know, so I don't know.
But it's all right though because the 45 million was going to get reinvested in the squad, wasn't it?
So
next year,
it was good. The money will do us good. I don't think Gordon's gonna do well with you. You know, Match of the Day's got this habit of making him look absolutely brilliant, but people that go to the games and watch him live, they just dread seeing him come on. So, yeah, I don't know. It's you must have seen something for you to take him off your hands, take him off our hands, really.
I just got to trust in all the people behind the scenes.
I'm just glad that we've kept hold of Sick Note Calvert-Lewin. You know, because he might only play 10 games, but that 10 games he plays, he scores. So it's, you know, it's one of those things.
Haircut, though.
Mm.
And Steve's going to start off minus 50 points next season and a 5-year transfer ban.
That'll give United an head start, aren't we, really?
Mm.
But no, they still go on for about 3 years, I reckon. 3 or 4 years before anything finds out. Hey, Jelly. Right, so I do my pickups now, or what?
Oh, yeah.
Are we still on pickups of the week?
Yeah, something like that. Pickups of the fucking month by this point.
Go on.
Right,
you best be good now.
Well, a few bits. I picked up Star Wars Rebels Season 1 from a charity shop.
Ooh.
Thought that was worth picking up. I've never heard of this one before, but I was picking it up. Kill Your Darlings with Daniel Radcliffe. No, but that charity shop I was going on about where they were charging £3 a Blu-ray, I've now put them down to £1. So I was having that. Hannibal Season 1. This one was a bit of a punt, but you can't knock a Nicolas Cage movie. Trust. I got a 4K version of Halloween Kills with the alternate ending. This one is an Amber Heard movie, so it's guaranteed to be great. And Soon the Darkness. It's definitely one of those Poundland ones, I reckon.
But it's got Carl Urban in it, isn't it? Looking at the front of that, so it might be all right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Is that not about her marriage to Johnny Depp?
Maybe, who knows? For my kids' collection stuff, I managed to find first series
nice.
of The Real Ghostbusters.
Oh, wow.
That was all right.
You picked it up in the end.
£12 from CEX. I won't say no to that.
I wasn't paying £25 for my copy. I got mine for £12 in CEX.
But I don't have the channel that it's on, so I thought I'll pick it up for £12. Couple of random things. I've got The Masked Saint DVD, which is got it says on the back it's Rowdy Roddy Piper's last movie.
Oh,
it's
right.
out of stock at CEX, so I thought I'll pick it up. I couldn't leave this for 50p, which is the Red Curtain trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
It's obviously Romeo, Juliet, the Strictly Ballroom, and Moulin Rouge. But it's got a behind the curtain DVD with it as well, so I want to watch that. It's quite a nice set, though, to be fair. But 50p, I was picking that up. I was whinging about that charity shop that sends a lot of the stuff to Zip It.
Yeah.
Well, that hasn't been the case this week because they've managed to let me have a look at some of the games that they had. So I ended up spending like 50 odd quid on games in there. Traded it in for about 172 at CEX. So I've been on a bit of a rampage the last 2 days, just buying stuff that I needed for the collection. So a couple of them have turned up today. So I got Rick and Morty season 4. So I've got 1 to 3 box sets. So I've got number 5 on its way as well. Picked up, this is another one of the big box sets I was after for a while. So I picked up the Knight Rider complete box set. And then the other one that's turned up is the 4K version of Westworld season 3. So I've got 1 and 2 up there. And then this is number 3. I've got number 4 on its way as well. But the thing is with this one is the 4K version was, I want to say 8 or 10 quid, whereas the Blu-ray version was about 16, 18.
Wow.
It's a bit weird.
You say that, then I picked up Attack on Titan, the final series, didn't I? Part 1. And I picked that up on Blu-ray because it was £12, but on DVD it was £28.
It was a bit of a weird one because I was looking at it and I went backwards and forwards. I mean, the thing is that by the looks of it, it's only 4K. It doesn't have the Blu-ray in it. I think that's where we're going with it. But yeah, I was like, obviously now I've got the 4K TV and the setup and everything. I was like, well, I might as well just buy it on 4K and save myself a couple of quid. But yeah, it's to go with. I suppose these are nicer sets, to be honest, but to go with like the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that about Westworld because when I had CX vouchers, I ordered seasons 1 to 3 as well on 4K.
Yeah.
And then it got to a stage of I've only seen 1 and 2. I haven't seen 3 and 4. And you get more than season 3 came, the one you've got, but it came with a slip. And on the slip it said 4K plus Blu-ray. But then so it must have been a thing. So I traded them all back in, and then I got the I got that 1 to 3, and then I picked that up with the other voucher. So I've got all in there.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, like I say, the fact that I've got the 4K TV, it really doesn't bother me now. But I would usually have just picked up the Blu-ray. So I haven't shown you this, Paul, to be fair, but you can maybe try and explain this. Put me on full screen, will you, Steve, a sec? So I regularly go into CEX and have a look around. And this one time I went into CEX, right? So I picked up Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay.
Classic movie. I do like 1, 2, and 3 for anybody who's out there. But the reason why I bought this particular one was because on the back of it, can you see the pictures?
That's Airplane.
Yes.
Why has that got an airplane in the back then?
I've got absolutely no idea. Absolutely none. But I couldn't. I just, for some reason, I was like, I've got to get that. It's an airplane on the back of it.
Well, apart from one of them, but yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really weird.
It's like when I bought Walking Dead season 4 or 5. I can't remember what it was. On the spine it says season 5, but it was like season 4. Oh no, it was like season 5, but on the spine it said season 4. So if I line them all up, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, whatever it is. I don't get it. Tell you what though, the best. I don't know if I showed you. Well, obviously I haven't shown you, but the best bargain I got was I got this brand new. Oh God, he put me big. He didn't tell you to put that. Is I got this, the Paranormal Activity set.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, didn't you get? You got a decent deal on that, didn't you?
Yeah, I got this for 25. Or no, 22. 22
Yeah,
quid.
I remember it because I went looking after I watched your video and I was like, yeah, there's no way that was happening.
Yeah, 22 quid, and then the only difference is with this one is in the American ones they've got the slips are reversible, and the Ghost Dimension one is that they have the 3D one copy of it, which is it that's the wrong one. The Ghost Dimension is in 3D, but they didn't have a 3D copy of it, so I got the 3D copy of it and then kept it and then got rid of the other one. But yeah. I mean I haven't started watching them yet, but I mean that for like 22 quid. I mean, if I wanted to do I think CX sell them for like 50 quid now or something.
The thing is, that one there, that's currently that's the only version that's got the new movie in, isn't it?
Next of Kin, yeah. I just haven't watched it.
Steve, the blurb is the story on the back. The review, the brief.
I know what a blurb is. That's why I put no. It's Beverly Hills Cop.
That's interesting.
Oh,
it was just weird. It was just absolutely weird. I was like, I can't, because I mean, I've got the box set and stuff. And I was like, I can't leave that. That's weird. That is. But no, I mean, I've had some decent pickups over my time where I've just sort of fallen in the right place at the right time. But yeah, there's loads of them. When you watched that, I did think that was an absolutely really, really, really good deal. You got that because that was like on release, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. It's very few and far between that I managed to get deals on release day or ever. I can't even remember. I can't even think of any other ones where I've had a good deal. Maybe the Tarantino box set I got from Play.com for like, I think it was a price error, so I got it for like 20 quid. That Tarantino XX one. But no, nothing else I've ever got.
The box that I'm toying with is the Denzel Washington one. Have you seen it? It's 5 movies. It's 28 quid in Asda or 10 quid in CEX. So you're thinking, how can they get away with an £18 difference because someone's watched the films? But it's like the Firm and the Pelican Brief and stuff like that, all in this Blu-ray box set. So that's what I'm toying with the idea.
Yeah, I've seen that one, but then I'm thinking of the ones on there that I would want to have. I already own, I think, because Training Day's on there, Man of Fire's on there, isn't it?
Yeah.
And those are the only 2 out of those I would probably want, of those. I've already pre-ordered the Training Day box set. I just love Training Day.
See, the thing with Training Day is that Little Steve obviously collects his Blu-rays. He's got them all behind him. I seem to operate this one in, one out. I watch it. I decide if I'm keeping it. If I'm not keeping it, it disappears. Training Day and things like Any Given Sunday and We Were Soldiers, I can watch them. I'll keep them for a bit. I'll trade it in, and then I go, do you know what? I want to watch it again. So I'll end up going to buy another copy of it. And it's just, I just don't like things sitting on my shelf for months and I've not touched it, in the way of film.
Okay, I get that.
And
yeah, I think for me, it's like I think the way I look at it was for movies is if I really want to get something, I'll trade it to get it, and I go, right, what do I want to get? But I only buy 4Ks these days. One, if it's a movie I'm like, I really like it, I'm going to get it in 4K. If it's a blind buy, I don't get it in 4K. I either watch it stream it first or something like that. But now I'm like, I'm not going to, if somebody's got a bad review of a bad picture quality, I'm not going to get the 4K because it's pointless. There's absolutely no reason to it at all to get it in 4K because it's pointless, you know. Which is why I don't think I've ever actually. Have I got? Oh, the only one I own which is a bad copy is probably Gremlins. That's the only bad transfer one I think I've got. I don't even have Terminator 2 because everyone said that was a bad copy.
So I've only recently got into the 4K because we didn't have basically we didn't have the 4K TV. And my wife bought me a PlayStation 5 for Christmas, so I had to then go out and get a 4K TV. But I was hanging on to me 3D LG because I've got absolutely loads of 3D movies. But I've been about a year ago, in fact, Christmas the year before, my wife got me some Blu-rays, but she got the 4K versions of them. I think it was like Suicide Squad and a couple of others. In fact, Jungle Thingy was one as well. Jungle Cruise. I said to her, why the bloody hell have you bought me these? And she's like, oh, well, you'll watch them eventually. Like I've just started watching a few movies now, and there is a difference, but I don't think I've watched enough of them to judge it fully yet. I mean, I've got loads of 4K because I've been buying them over the last year in preparation, but you know, I just don't know like which ones are going to absolutely blow me away or what.
I can give you some recommendations if you want.
Yeah.
From my personal opinion, because obviously there's a couple of things with me. Is one, I'm blind. Secondly, my hearing's shot. No.
Yeah.
I'm colourblind. One's, I'll tell you what, because behind me, don't put me on loud. Don't put me on the central thing.
Yeah, true, Kerry.
So, this one is a very good 4K picture.
Yeah.
Very, very good 4K picture. What else we got? Where have I put it? Yeah. Not the best of films. Oh, I just dropped batteries everywhere. But that is a very, very good 4K picture.
Really? Because the CGI doesn't look great on that
honestly,
movie.
Because this is 60 frames per second as well, so it just looks really, really good. That one.
Oh, Full Metal Jacket.
Very good. What else have we got? I'm trying to think of... Oh, that one. This one goes without saying.
Oh, Dune. Yeah. Very nice.
That one.
Dunkirk. Yeah, I would imagine that is, to be fair.
You've had a question, Paul. What is the oldest movie that you have on 4K?
Probably Full Metal Jacket there, isn't it?
Oldest, as in one I've had the longest, or...
No, I'd probably say the oldest as in...
Probably oldest as in age.
The Wizard of Oz, Jesus.
That's old enough for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there are a few for you to
I love Platoon, Baz.
Pacific Rim. The first Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Full screen, 4K, and I love Idris Elba. Brilliant.
We both like Pacific Rim, don't we, Steve?
That one?
I love that film.
This is why I hate you. This one is very good in 4K.
The Thing.
Well, you can watch it and join the side chat next week and give you a review.
Joker is very good in 4K. The Shining.
That's just The Shining, not The Shining.
Not The Shining.
What type of movie is it, Steve?
Passengers, Life.
Life. I love Passengers. It's a good movie, that.
Yeah, there's some. I haven't watched Clockwork Orange yet in 4K, though I do have it. But the Batman's good in 4K as well. But yeah, I could be here all day. But those are the ones I would highlight as like 100% Top Gun Maverick. I wasn't the biggest fan of the first Top Gun, and so it took me a long, long time to watch the second one. And it was really good. And I was just like, oh, did not expect that. It's not often I go at the end of a film and go, oh, that was good, and then turn around and go, yeah, there's nobody here. You're not talking to anybody, man. What are you doing?
Everybody else left.
Oh,
There you
you
go.
want some
Paul,
Carpenter
we've got
love?
you
You should. I've got all the not all obviously Carpenter, but I've got all the Halloween 4Ks imported from America.
Oh, you show off.
Oh, I didn't really want to, but it's I had to. I haven't done the Child's Play. I'm tempted, but I haven't. But at the minute it's like I have a basket in like Amazon and like in WoW HD. It's like I really want to get when it gets a physical release. I think it's in 2 months' time of All Quiet Along the Western Front. What have you got against Moana? What do you mean? What have I got against Moana? Because it's a musical. Have I missed something?
I think she was talking about. It's when you were talking about the Rock movies.
Oh, right. Okay.
I think that's probably where that came from.
Yeah. Okay. I've got it. I'll tell you what, though. I've got some Disney ones here. My favorite.
This might
used
make
to be
it
The
up.
Lion King.
Kathy's a bit of a Disney fan, so you might be able to make it up here.
Okay. It used to be The Lion King is my favorite all-time Disney film. No, it didn't. It used to be Pinocchio. I love Pinocchio. So that's by and by because that's my when I was younger. Then it was Lion King, and this one. I'll tell you what. I'll give you each of you. I don't know how well you know your Disneys and all that, so I'm not gonna. Although you might. I'll give each of you 2 guesses as to which film this is here. Now, bear in mind, I took it off the 4K shelf, so it's a 4K release. I think they're all 4K now, aren't they?
Okay.
Any idea?
Lion King.
4K release. No, because let's break it down. He was a fan of Pinocchio and The Lion King. Yeah. So, what could it be?
I'll give you another clue. You can only buy this one from Zavvi.
Oh, fuck's sake. What, as a steelbook?
No. You can only physically buy this on 4K from Zavvi.
Oh, okay.
Fantasia.
No. Okay, I'll give you another clue. It's very similar to the beginning of Spectre. Is it Spectre? Yeah, it's Spectre. Remember where the beginning of Spectre was set?
Oh, is it Coco? Yes, there we go.
See, it's me thinking you're going to come up with some mind-blowing Disney film, but that's
really absolutely amazing film. This Coco.
Yeah.
It's me thinking it's going to be something like Snow White or something like that.
No,
those are the only 2 ones I own in 4K.
I can't believe you can only get that on Zavvi though on 4K. That's a bit.
I think you can only get this one as well.
Really? Jesus.
I think so, yeah. Obviously, if your friend in the comments may know this, but I'm sure you can only get that one. There's only certain ones you can get, which got like a general release, where you got HMV or whatever it'll be. But I'm sure Zavvi had a deal with Disney and they can only have certain ones.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that I'm a bit gutted the way it's going at the minute, because a lot of these, especially a lot of the TV series and stuff like that, they're not coming out like on general release. It's just purely on the stream. You know, well, and the more and more...
It depends who you know, Steve. It depends who you know.
Well, to be fair, I did hit you up on that one.
Haven't we? Yeah, we've got 1 or 2 bits off a friend of a friend, shall we say. But yeah, where's your stance on things like HMV then, Paul? Because there's been a couple of YouTubers recently having a bit of a rant about the collections and the steelbook sort of special releases now, and they're only doing the special releases, so they're not special releases, just normal releases, and HMV are like pushing the prices into like ridiculous money for these box sets. Oh, yeah. Where's your view on it?
Well, I don't really. I think giving a bit of a background here. How long have we got? No, is that I've never been a people person. So whenever I go out into town where you can physically buy something, I look at people. I'm just like, oh God, do I have to stand next to them and smell a BO or something? That's not me being judgmental, but if someone thinks of BO, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere near them. And I think the more ever since lockdown got lifted, the more going to the shops, and more I'm like, I don't like people because I just dislike them. That's not to say I just like you guys or anything like that. It's just like certain people. Like if you see a mummy pushing their kid down with a pram and they're eating a sausage roll, you're just like, "Fuck you doing? Why's he got a sausage roll? You know what I mean? Why's he got to Greg's? Get him,
You're bloody hungry, that's why.
But with HMV, you're right. With regards to going in, I don't really buy anything in person as much these days.
Yeah.
But you're right though. The prices, it's like. You could buy, I don't know, you could buy like Halloween Kills, for example. We'll just go Halloween Kills. You can buy the Blu-ray, you can buy the DVD, you can buy the 4K, but you can also buy the 4K Steelbook. But then what they'll do then you'll then have your Titans Occult, which will then release another version of the same disc, but just the packaging's different, and it'll cost you 40 quid. And like HMV started doing they did the same with, I think, with Thor: Love and Thunder, and they did it with Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, where they released this £50 box set, with like a postcard in it.
Yeah,
and that's it. And you pay, and I don't understand that. I get from a collector perspective, if you're into collecting your figurines and your box sets and things like that, then yeah, that's fine. I mean, from my personal perspective, I'm not a big steelbook collector. I get them if it's to complete a set.
You do realise that the majority of the ones you've shown us were steelbooks.
I didn't mean to do it like that. They're not steelbooks.
Look, I have normal ones as well.
I do have normal ones. No, but I mean, if it's like, for example, Gladiator, because I love the film so much. If I'm going to get the 4K of that, which I have, I'll get the steelbook special edition of it because it's Gladiator. And then. When I put that on one of my videos, then people started sending me it. So I've got 2 copies of the VHS. I've got loads of copies of DVD. I've got each different edition of that came out on Blu-ray. I've got, I think, every single physical release of that except for one steelbook.
What's that again?
Which is kind of people to send that to me because I didn't ask for it. People are like, oh, I've got this spare. I'll send it to you. I'm just like, oh yeah, fine. So
is that Gladiator?
Gladiator, yeah.
Yeah, I remember you watching that video.
But yeah, with prices, it's absolutely it's disgraceful, to be honest, because all you're paying for is a disc. That's it.
Yeah.
Because fine well that you can go down to CX or go to eBay a year down the line and you get them for next to nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's pointless. That's why I don't get things when they first come out, unless it's something that I really want to get, like the Training Day one. I want to get that because I want to get it before it gets sold out and things like that. But or like it's a deal with the Paranormal Activity. But prices, 25. I still think £25 for a brand new release, be it on 4K, is extraordinary amount of money, especially now when, like for example, the most recent one is Scream.
Yeah.
Well, Scream 5.
Yeah.
They release it on 4K, but it doesn't come with a Blu-ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get why they're doing that.
Yeah.
It's the same like ages ago. They used to release them on Blu-ray, then it would be combined with the DVD, and you'd get a digital code.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's just the Blu-ray. They've got rid of the DVD, so the DVD sold separately as well. And then it's almost like they're slowly fading things out. And then with regards to Black Adam, it's in a slimline case, so it's almost like the plastic's getting thinner. So they're making cost, it's trimming the costs down to produce it because there's less plastic used to make it.
Yeah.
But they still charge you 25 quid for it.
Did he get a sleeve with that? Did you?
With Black Adam?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one thing I always make sure I have with my Marvels.
I couldn't find Love and Thunder with a sleeve on it because it was the thin one. It was literally the American-sized case. It's really annoying me.
I watched back last week's stream.
Yeah.
Love and Thunder is that 4K though?
No, it's the Blu-ray.
Oh, okay. Because mine came with. Because that's the only thing is like, even though I don't like every single.
I went back and watched last week.
Would you watch? Sorry.
It's all right. His hamsters stopped running on the wheel. I think he has it every so often. Tell the wife to stop streaming stuff.
Is it OnlyFans again?
Yeah. What was she saying, Steve? You went back and watched the stream from last week.
I went back to watch last week's stream, and you were talking about the slipcase. Now, you know me, Steve. I just take mine off and I bin mine.
What?
I hate them. Yeah, I hate them shit.
See, now this is the difference between a movie collector and a non-movie collector. Because right now, Paul's having palpitations. The veins are popping in his head, and he can't figure out what's just been said.
See, I only have one steelbook, right? That's the only steelbook I have. I'm not interested in steelbooks.
And I fucking bought that.
And you bought this one because I quite happily had it on DVD, and I was more than happy with that. But you know, when it comes to the slipcases, as soon as I get a slipcase, I bin them. Kerry was asking last week what people's views were on slipcases, and I binned about 20 of them the other day. Just took them all off and binned them. I just don't see the point in them.
From my point of view, is if right. So just take this for example, because it's next to me, right? You'll be paying £20, for example, right, for Westworld season 4, right?
Yeah.
So you can either buy £20 worth of season like that, or you can buy £20 like that, and you get that for free.
Yeah.
So for me, as a collector, but that to me is complete. That to me is not complete, and you're still paying the same price. That's the way I look at it. That's it. But also, as you were showing that before, I've got that one as well.
Yeah. So to me, the cardboard box that goes with it is just taking space up on my shelf.
Yeah, but you're paying for it. It's like if you go to get a magazine, which is £2.50, but one comes with a pen and one doesn't, and you're paying £2.50, you would buy the one with the pen because it's the same price.
That's why I bought this one for 79p in a charity shop. Because I was like, I don't remember it having a case, and when I got home, the one I originally had, same as yours with it, without it on it. So that's going in my collection now to go with the one in slipcase and in season 2.
But you say I don't mind, like for example, like these ones in here. These don't come with slipcases because they're in a box set, but the box set is the slipcover.
Yeah.
It's finicky because, like, I'm not that. If I get one from CX and it doesn't come with a slipcover, it's not the end of the world. I don't really care. But if I have friends within the community who go, I'm not bothered, you can have mine, I'll be like, oh, thank you very much, and I'll take it. You know, it's like my Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness came without a slipcover.
Yeah.
And two of my mates sent them, so I now have 2 slipcovers, one on it and one spare one. You know, but everyone that, it's like with the Marvels, which I've got all here, those we've got slipcovers apart from Spider-Man No Way Home, which is the only one that never got released with a slipcover.
Yeah.
But my mate made one for me, and it's now got one. It's not. Yeah. I wouldn't say. I no disrespect to Richard who did it. It's not the same quality as you would get buying it.
Yeah.
But it does the job for what it needs to
do. I mean, I said. So the question was last week was about this, and I said to him, the thing is that when I went into one at my local CEX one day, they would literally, I was just watching them chuck all these things away. And I'd said to them, why are you doing that? And they was like, oh, it's to save space. And I was like, you do realise that people buy them because they're collectors.
Because you go on eBay, you could sell all them. People sell them.
Yeah, and this is what I said to Kerry out, because she was like, what do I do with them? I was like, look, I'd probably just have a look on eBay and see if you can sell them. You know, because there'll be some that the collectors are after. But, I mean, if my movie doesn't come with it on, I'm not too fussed. The only thing I was fussed about was with my Marvel collection, should we say, the only one that I haven't got a slipcover on is Love and Thunder, because it's literally one of those thin cases, and that was it. There's nothing, and that was brand new.
I didn't even know that Blu-ray came out in a slim case.
Yeah, and that's what annoyed me, because all the rest of them are all proper cases.
Yeah, because my where is it?
You know,
yeah. So you said what I've got, it comes with the slipcover on it, which Steve would probably chuck away.
You know, like these sort of things.
Yeah, like his Love and Thunder one there, Steve.
Yeah, 4K one. Yeah, that might be where I need to go with it though.
But the problem is as well, Marvel have also stopped doing their 3Ds as well, which is annoying me.
Yeah.
But you're right with regards to this stuff. It's like it annoys me that I've then got to go out and buy like Moon Knight and Miss Marvel.
Yeah, I've not seen any of those two yet. I never got around to Moon Knight. Sorry.
Problem problem is though, you don't want it because they're not the best, but you got to watch them because of the continuation of the stories and everything.
Yeah. Well, we watched the One Division. I really enjoyed.
I hate
Then
One Division.
Loki and Winter. It's not Winter Soldier, is it? Oh, it is.
Falcon Winter Soldier. Yeah. Loki, Falcon Winter Soldier, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yeah.
That's the one. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, isn't it?
Oh, Captain America now, isn't it? So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I enjoyed them ones. But there's a load of them I haven't caught up with after that.
She-Hulk, I watched 4 episodes of that and I couldn't watch anymore.
Oh, I love She-Hulk, but I couldn't get into Moon Knight. I like the Marvel. I really like the Marvel, but I couldn't get into Moon Knight, and I was just like, I can't see where it fits into Phase 4, Phase 3, Phase 4, Phase 5. I can't see where it fits in.
Yeah.
Miss Marvel, I just didn't bother watching at all.
Yeah.
And because that's enough one. I just don't see where it's going to fit in.
See, my problem is the first TV. I could be wrong here with regards to timelines, but the first show that got released on Disney Plus because they bought the rights to it was The Mandalorian. I could be wrong. And Mando, from my point of view, until Last of Us come out and maybe House of Dragon, is the best show that I have seen.
Right.
That it's continuously good. Yeah, and there's no blips in it. And hopefully it'll be the same with The Last of Us, which is also got, Pedro Pascal in it as well. But I think because they've said that with regards to Disney as the company have sent it this high, all the new shows that are coming out just aren't hitting it. And I think that's the problem.
I enjoyed She-Hulk. The only bit I was annoyed with She-Hulk about was that they never let her stand alone in any episode. She always had somebody popping in or a special guest or something like that, and it wasn't just about her, to the point where they even made a joke about that in one of the episodes, and it was like, we know what we're doing with this now. It was just to kickstart new Daredevil. The last 3 episodes was all about Daredevil, and it was just like, okay, but they did that with Book of Boba Fett, didn't they? The end of the Boba Fett series
is the Mandalorian.
Because he was off filming bits for Mando, he was off doing the Bad Batch and stuff like that. Then they just practically just put Mando in for half a season.
Wow.
And it made the series better.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Going off on tangent. So yeah, what were your pickups again, Steve?
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, it's not been too bad. I was quite chuffed to find the Real Ghostbusters season 1. I thought that was a good one. That was like a couple of quid in one of the second-hand shops in town. It's the Knight Rider was one I was after because I've got a bit of a collection going on at the minute of all the ones up the top there that so like Saved by the Bell, City of Gold, Thundercats, that sort of thing.
I really want to get Thundercats one.
Yeah, and the Incredible Hulk. I was umming and ahhing between that and Quantum Leap, the Blu-rays.
I've got Blu-rays more than I want my children.
Well, but the thing is that the Quantum Leap ones, I've got them all on DVD anyway at the minute. I mean, I was back in the day when I was buying them on VHS, and there was about 6 of them.
Yeah.
The old blue cases. I found some recently in one of the charity shops and sent them to a friend of ours that he was collecting them.
The X-Files did exactly the same. They did release about 3 episodes in one VHS, which was like 12 quid.
Yes, yeah. I had them back in the day. I've only got the DVD set of those at the minute, though.
Yeah, I've only got DVD set. That's up there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know if I can warrant getting the Samurai Pizza Cats. Yeah.
God, I forgot about the Samurai Pizza Cats. Jesus.
Yeah, well, I did a quiz on Channel Nem on Neil's channel, and it was an animal-based one, and I had no idea who Samurai Pizza Cats were at the time.
I think I remember that it was Samurai Pizza Cats. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
I completely forgot them.
Bucky O'Hare. Love Bucky O'Hare as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bucky O'Hare. That's yeah.
Bucky, Captain Bucky O'Hare. Like when I see, but when I speak to I keep saying the other group, like my favorite shows when I was younger, I always mention Ulysses 31, and they've never heard of it.
That's awesome. You can get the whole thing on YouTube.
Eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can watch all like 38 episodes on YouTube.
Cracking.
But I just love that theme tune, Ulysses, and it just goes into like
through all the galaxies in search of it.
Yeah, it just goes off in a full rock band.
Careful, guys, we'll get copyrighted at this stage.
Not enough. What if YouTube's owned by cats?
I was going to say, if YouTube can pick that up, that I was singing Ulysses theme tune, it was by Strangled Cat, I'll be amazed. You know, but yeah, all 38 episodes of Ulysses are on YouTube, the full episodes, and it's like Jason and Wheel Warriors as well. That's all on there. So
see,
I had
that's
the
another
entire
one.
set of Dogtanian, including the movie, and I never watched it. I had it, and then I sold it, and I so regret selling it.
Yeah, I've got the.
Yeah, that's the one I had. Yeah.
9 disc set. Yeah, I was quick to get that one.
Yeah, fuck yourself.
Then it's the same as like Willie Fogg.
All right, I never got into that one.
Oh, it's great.
To be honest with you, Kerry, when you're watching it though, as a kid, you don't realise it's all mythology. You're just watching the episodes, aren't you? But as an adult and knowing your mythology and stuff like that, you realise how good the series actually was.
Yeah. So there's so many of these. It's like the movies, though, isn't it? From the 80s and early 90s. You know, there was so many good kids TV shows.
The one I do have, which I never sold, which I loved as a kid, and I've got the box set. What's it? Box set. I had Dungeons and Dragons. Sold that.
What's that?
Visionaries. Baz is asking what was the cartoon with the hologram.
Visionaries, yeah. I used to have them because I had the thing on the chest. It's a toy. Yep, that's it. Visionaries. It's only the one series or something, wasn't it? Yeah, I had that. Sold that. Mine had like a Velcro thing on the front. Is that the one you got?
Yeah.
Is the Spider-Man? That's it. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Yes, I love them. I've got a unofficial copy somewhere of them that somebody gave me many years ago.
Yeah, that's the only one I've kept. Well, I've got my Turtles ones up there as well.
I've got me Turtles.
Got me Turtles.
That's another box set I'd like.
It's like up here. I've got like stuff up here, which like I never watch, but I like it's there. Quantum Leap sold the DVD, but I've still got my full Laurel and Hardy collection up there. Classic.
Yeah, I've got them down there, Laurel and Hardy. But I tell you what, I bought. Where'd I put it? I bought not long ago from. Did you see that they'd released some in? I think it came out in Asda. There it is.
Not on Blu-ray.
Yeah, 5 movies on Blu-ray. Blockheads, Our Relations, Pardon Us, Sons of the Desert, and Way Out West, which is by far one of the best.
Did not know. Well, there you go.
It was like 15 quid from
Valentine's Day now.
15 quid from Asda, so I was having that.
Yeah.
Bought a $5 in CEX because I was going to pick it up for you.
Find it in CEX, mate. Knock yourself out.
There's one in Ellesmere Port. I was going to pick it up the other day.
You sent one for a $5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I thought you like your Laurel.
That's what I've got. Yeah.
The opening to the Uncanny X-Men was really, really good, but then they did a load of other little series of X-Men, and the opening theme tunes weren't as good, were they?
Series 1, 2, and 3 is the ones I want. I think of the X-Men.
That's the X-Men is the only one of the Marvels, apart from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, that I watched.
Oh, RH Media, the UK Quantum Leap. Hey, bud. The UK Quantum Leap set is the most complete version. What are your thoughts on the reboot? I haven't watched the reboot yet. I'm trying to. Well, to be fair, I'm trying to avoid it, but I will try and watch it sometime.
And I just can't get into it.
Yeah, Neil, that is one of the good ones. So I think
City of Gold. I think City of Gold theme tune is better than the show.
Yeah, he's probably right. You know, you are probably right with that. Children of the... Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well,
You
there
chuck
you
all
go.
that on a CD, I'd have that in the
There you
car.
go. Well, next week's show, ladies and gents, is going to be Movie Chat's karaoke TV theme tunes.
Yeah, that's a difficult one to get hold of. I'd love to see a box set of Brave Star that's actually in this country.
Yeah.
If Brave Star did enjoy Brave Star.
That's a piece of cues.
Another one I don't have is Centurion's Power Extreme. But when I was younger, it never used to be called Power Extreme. I'm sure it was just called Centurions.
Just called the Centurions.
Centurions, yeah.
Yeah, because it was on Get Fresh with Gaz Top and Gilbert the Alien when I used to watch it.
Yeah.
See, that's how old I am, see?
I'm saying I used to...
look like I'm only 20, but I'm not.
Exactly. I used to stay over at my nana's, and Nana and Grandad were quite up on the technology when I was younger. And they had, they were one of the first ones to get Sky, with a satellite dish about the size of an house.
Yeah.
BSB at the time, wasn't it?
It was massive. Anyway, we used to watch.
Yeah.
I remember watching Saturday morning TV, and it was like the Fun Factory. I think it was like Sky One or something because there wasn't that many channels, but that had all of the decent.
That's it. You used to watch the Fun Factory between 6 and 10 on a Saturday morning, and then WWF used to come on at 10 till 12.
Because you had Jake the Snake Roberts being and Randy Savage being bit by a snake.
Yeah, that's it. They used to come on straight after all the kids' programs, and it was like, go out and play. No, I'm watching wrestling. Fuck off.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, but it was so happy memories watching some programs in the morning and that.
So, just out of curiosity, then, guys, they're talking ages here. I take it I'm the youngest one on the panel today.
Are you trying that one, are you?
Well, I'm not trying.
You are. That's correct. I'm the middle-aged one.
I know I'm younger than you.
So I'm 44.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so I'm the youngest on the panel then.
Yep, 82.
1978, the same year Halloween came out. Written in the cards, in the sky, the stars. Yeah, definitely. He just likes to feel young. That's what it is, Paul, mate. I've still got a full head of hair though, so I'm not too bad.
I can't even use the thing now. I'm bald by choice. You can see where I'm starting to go.
You've got you put your head down. You know what it reminds me of? The Star Trek sign.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like I've been hit by an iron. It looks like I've been in flipping Home Alone.
Hit by an iron.
I was if you put your head down like that, you look like Max out of Max and Paddy.
So, out of curiosity, then, we've just named about 10 great cartoons that have not had a live action movie. Which one out of them would you love to see done in live action?
I know which one would work, but I know which one I'd like. So I would like Thundercats, but I think it would ruin my childhood. But a one that would work because of CGI, it'll be Mask.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a good one, wouldn't it?
Or an actual Dungeons and Dragons, which is actually, Dungeons and Dragons, which is like the TV show.
Dungeons and Dragons, yeah.
But not like they've done with
well, we had a Dungeons
the board
and Dragons
game as such, but do it as the cartoon.
Yeah,
I was going to say we had a Dungeons and Dragons board game sort of one, weren't they?
Yeah, and they're doing a new one as well, aren't they? Coming out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I would quite like to see them have a crack at Centurions. I think that would be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah,
that'd be easily done, I reckon, nowadays. Kerry's put Ulysses. She'd love to see that. Baz has put Visionaries. Yeah. The Visionaries will be a good one. I think that, again, that'll be another easy one.
Sure, I remember the Visionaries. I think it was I want to say Shreddies or something. They did like a promotion, and you had like a little plastic figure thing with the hologram on, or at least the hologram. I remember.
Yeah, you remember that though? When you used to get cereals, you used to have toys inside them.
Oh God, yeah. Do you remember? I was like, nobody actually gave monkeys about the cereal. It was, where's the bloody toy?
Yeah, I used to put my hand in, empty it out, and get my little
Kellogg's reflector
thing for my car.
Yeah, you smoky donkey.
Yeah. Now the choking hazards, aren't they? But which bloody kid's got a choke on a bike reflector?
Yeah, how about Frosties and there's like a packet with just go To be fair, if a kid chokes on that, they deserve it. Because if you can't see that,
you have to try and eat that. It's your own fucking fault.
If you can still put plastic toys in kids' Happy Meals, I'm sure you can put them in bloody cereal boxes.
they don't know even them now. I remember I used to get like a Big Mac, which would transform into something, or something similar, like the fries packet transform into something. We took the kids for the Super Mario Brothers movie, and they're just these bits of cardboard which you stick together and you spin.
Yeah,
you mentioned that. Let me get this up.
I've got quite a few of those bobbing around somewhere. My son's had most of them out of the room. But yeah, it's they transform in like McDonald's toys. They were awesome.
You used to have I'm sure they had like a plastic thing for the kids. You put all of them. One was like the Hamburglar, and one was something else.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets.
Turn the brightness down on it.
Transforming chicken nuggets.
Yeah. See, when toys were actually good, but then obviously it's all about cost these days, isn't it?
Too dark. Turn it up a bit.
I've seen it. I was there. I had one.
Flipping pain in the ass. There you go. Transform. It's gone off. There you go.
We'll get this.
Transforming chicken nuggets. But I tell you what, I did find. Let me just put you these on big screen.
Oh, here we go.
You know Monty Python?
Yes.
I'm aware.
Of course, you know Monty Python. Monty Python figures.
Oh wow! Where are they?
Can you get the Black Knight as well? Is he just like a really small box?
They've got the Black Knight, and his arms and legs pop off.
Oh, that's amazing.
But these are on Vinted. Look, there's Arthur.
That's cool.
There's all sorts. There's John Cleese.
What about Brave Sir Robin?
Brave Sir Robin, yeah.
Speaking of John Cleese, the new Fawlty Towers.
Yeah. Why though?
Mm-hmm. Don't know.
Don't need it.
I don't think you can.
It's like trying to do Blackadder again. You don't need to do the Blackadder.
No. No, there's certain things that should be left alone, and there are two of them, I think.
Mm.
Yeah.
See, I don't talk Transformers, Neil, because it's unfair for me to talk about stuff that I know about and people don't. It's like musicals. I wish people wouldn't talk musicals because I don't enjoy musicals. Little Steve.
I actually have the full completed Transformers sticker album from 1986, I think it was.
Wow. You just... Oh, look at him. He's salivating, whoever it is. He's dribbling a bit there.
Even when we were still allowed to call a dinosaur Slag.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got Slag up here. I've got Slag and Slug.
I've got Slag in the bedroom. I'll see you later. No, I'm I'll have to dig it out and send you pictures of it.
Send you pictures of it like a ransom note.
Not the Slag. I meant the
that comment ends like when the woman goes to me in the shop. Would you like a bag? No, she's over there. That goes down a treat every time I say that. Yeah.
No, going off tangent, I get told off by the wife because I do too many puns.
There's me.
You're allowed.
Because she'll come in with loads of eggs and I'll go, excellent. And she'll stop it. I'm only joking. And it'll build up and she just hates it every time. Hates it. Absolutely despises it.
Yeah, but it's the 34th time you've used it this month.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Everybody else is doing it once. That's amazing. Shopping. She uses it every single time you get shopping.
Every time she comes home. Yeah. Oh, what was the other one I use? This is my favourite one. She hates this. It's like, she goes, can you go and get the ladders out? I goes, the step ladders. And she goes, yeah, the step ladders. I goes, yeah, but they're not my real ladders. Yeah. Get the step ladders, Paul. They're not my real ladders. Yeah, well, no, you've
she just doesn't get them herself, doesn't she? She can't be bothered listening to it.
That's the one I use all the time, is about my step ladders, because they're not my real ladders. I've known that since 1997, I think it was, and I met her in 2007. So I've had it for known her for ages. Yeah.
That's
So, but yeah, hates it. So the Valentine's card I've got her is a pun one. So I think it's like it's a bit of bacon in a frying pan saying don't go. Is it don't go breaking my heart. And it was like I couldn't if I fried. So purely on the back of the fact of because I always whenever I get be it Christmas, Valentine's, anniversary, I always have to get a funny one. I don't never get a serious one. It's like I got a one for Christmas, Valentine's a couple of years ago, and it's Dwight out of the office, and it goes, "All you need is love." False. You need oxygen, water, and supplies and stuff like that. I just get loads of stuff like that. For the stuff I want to get, I can't get because she'll display it and the kids will see it. So I've got a list of my saved items on eBay.
I don't do cards. I don't do cards for Christmas or birthdays or anything like that.
Or Blu-rays.
Or Blu-rays, yeah. I don't do them. I just find it's a great money-making scam. I
think there's a few
spend
words
enough money
out of that. But I'll let you off with that one.
I spend enough money on her throughout the year that I don't need to get her a Valentine's card to say that I love her, you know. But what I did start doing is drawing my own personal one. So I've done like Fireman Sam one year. I've done Bob the Builder the next. So she's now come accustomed to me actually doing a handmade, homemade card now. And I was like, why did I fucking start that?
Never start something you can't finish, or something that you are not allowed to finish. That's
what I'll do on this one is I'll draw a picture of slag and I'll just put slag right across the front of it, and that's it. It'll be done.
Yeah, stuff is like there's no one I'd prefer to there's nobody I'd prefer to annoy more with my snoring on a night time as you or something like that. I don't know, just stuff like that. Just have to get something funny.
Night bars.
Slowly getting to a stage now where all the good cards I've had is better, so I don't want it. And my memory's getting worse as I'm getting older. But yes, there you go.
Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Draw a picture of slag and put there's only one slag now. Just leave it at that.
There's only one slag for me. See you later.
See you later. Something like that. I don't know. Right, ladies and gents, as you know, I turn into a pumpkin if I stay up too late. So we're going to call tonight.
It's my fault. I talk too much.
Yeah, we'll call it an end here. Paul, thank you very much for agreeing to come onto our little channel and having a chat with us. It's been a pleasure. You're welcome back anytime, sir. As long as
thank you for the invite. Happy to be here. Happy if you want to invite us on again. I'm more than happy to do so.
Next week, The Thing.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I'll be a bit more organised next week. Having a week off, you sort of forget where you're up to with everything. So we'll have all the movie news and everything back next week. Although I don't think there's been much movie news as to this week.
No, not that I could see. A couple of trailers dropped maybe, but other than that,
Catwoman's still shit.
So thank you for joining us, Paul. Thank you for watching, guys. If you're still with us 2 hours in, so thank you very much.
Yeah.
And yeah, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And you can find us on Facebook via the Movie Chats and Film Geeks Facebook page. That's our official page for the channel. And we're on Instagram under Movie Chats _2021. For those of you that are coming to the meetup in Chester in March, we look forward to seeing you. So that's the 25th of March, and we're meeting at the Square Bottle around about 12:30. So if you're in the area, please feel free to pop in, come and have a drink with us, and it'll be good to catch up with some old faces as well. On that note, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.